All right, you maniacs. It looks like it's time for us to get started. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Happy Thursday, everybody, by the way. Looks like Elfie got to be first today. Elfie, good afternoon. Ferret, good afternoon. Azaruth, welcome in. Cheryl, welcome in. A little sis. Hello there, precious cargo. I am your host, Stanton J. Demansky. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, we're going to be doing the very first ever Stanton Sessions. We're going to be writing music live. We are going to be using Suno to do so. Full disclosure, we have already prepared lyrics for 2 songs as well as prompts. But what we're going to start working our way through is we're going to actually not just try to write songs in front of you. We actually want to help teach you a little bit. So what we're going to do, since I am brand new to this myself, is we're going to take this one step at a time. And we're going to learn to crawl before we can walk. I figured this will give us a good chance to. I have been tasked, by the way, fam, with writing all of the background music for all of the different streams. Bringing Plur back online is also on my to-do list. And today, Jamie asked me to start writing a few theme songs for everybody. So that's exactly what we're going to be working on today. But fam, we're going to also create some background music. We have to create background music for all of the streams.
Confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
And boom, booby. 83 months. 83 months. Let the plur begin. I agree. Boom, welcome in. Been a very long time since I've been able to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope all is good with you. Ooh, see that Ferret also got a, wait a minute, was that a stream streak? Oh, wait a minute. No. Who got the stream streak? Let's see. All right, wait a minute. Let's start with Ferret, got a 3 stream streak. Much love. Shadow reached 7. And a little sis coming in. Show off. 380 stream streak. I hear you're a dad now too. Jamie was telling me all about it. Absolutely awesome. Congratulations on that. Haven't had a hot minute to talk to you. So all's been good with you? All good with the kiddo? All good with life in general? Indubitably. That's what I love to hear. That is what I love to hear. All right, fam. Let me get a couple things out of my way here on my interface. And we can jump right into it. By the way, fam, when Richard joins you tomorrow night, our next stream is going to be tomorrow night starting at 6 p.m. and run until about 9. That is going to be our Agents of Chaos. Richard is in full version 2.0.
HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
And Jared, thank you so much for that resub. Where are we at now? 63 months. Thank you so much for the continued support, my friend. I really appreciate it. How have you been? Oh, yes. Those little teeth are driving her mad. Oh. Reach the teething stage, huh? I feel for you, my friend. I do. Been really good. Hot, but good. Hot, but good. You know, I feel like a lot of us are at that point right now. I don't know about the rest of you. I know for where Jamie's at. Next week, things finally start to cool back down. I'm looking forward to that myself. Even though I live in the Rift, I'm really tired of listening to him complain. Tired of August. I've noticed a lot of you seem to really like the fall. Carrie Ann really likes the fall too. We found that out as well. Rico Rick, how are you? Welcome in. A crisp fall. Yes. Oh, indeed, Shadow. Indeed. Just a little bit of a cold bite in the air. Enough to keep it cool and comfortable while you're standing outside with a light jacket on. All the colors. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice, he's sexy. Wait a minute, who's sexy? Who are we referring to? And Farron, of course you can get a belated happy birthday. Happy birthday. How was your birthday yesterday? Oh, the avatar. Oh, you're saying I'm sexy. Well, thank you. I personally think Jamie did a nice job. If I'm going to have a graphical representation of myself on the screen, this works. This works. But Rico, I appreciate that. How are you doing today, my friend, by the way? I want you to know, Rico, by the way, that the entirety of Damage Industries has really been enjoying conversing with you on YouTube. I know we're one message behind. We'll catch that back up. The whole team was very busy last week, as you know. We had a lot of things to do and a lot of things that we had to catch up with and accomplish, so. And Ferret, birthday was pretty good. Oh my gosh, Ferret! Unexpected money is always so much fun. You get to keep it, hang on to it, and go, what am I going to do with this? That's kind of how it goes, you know? Rico, I saw your last comment, by the way. Much love. Much love. Really appreciate all of you. We really appreciate, again, the fact that you all just simply hung out and waited for us while we did all of that work. Fam, I promise you it was all worth it. I promise you it was all worth it. So many fun things to show you, so many things that we got done. And more fun stuff is coming along those lines at the Creativersary. The whole team was working, sis. The whole team was working. Oh, Ferret, very nice. Very, very nice. The whole team's going to be working even more this week. This week we start our radio station meetings back up too. Time to put some final touches on those talk shows and get those produced. Fam, by the way, we are on a new YouTube channel, by the way. Damage Industries Corporate Radio, which I am the head of, has its own YouTube. At DI Corporate Radio. We would have put Damage Industries in there, but it just seems like it would have been way too long. So feel free to join in there. We did also drop that link in our Discord. The page itself is not fully together. Jamie already told me to pass on to you that there is a lot of work there that he has to do, and he knows that. But we did want to get this up so we could start broadcasting and start building into YouTube's algorithm, which is always a good idea. But fam, again, if you'd like to join us over there, you certainly can. Very interesting, by the way. Sis talked over there, and the YouTube first chatter did not pop. It is supposed to do that. I know. It gets a little tough when this stuff doesn't work, right? But it's okay. It's okay. Jamie already assumed that there were going to be problems this week. He's actually done a great job of cleaning a lot of them up, too. Even added some things in already. I checked in with him just before we got started today. He was grinning from ear to ear, and that's always a good sign. So, keeping that in mind. You didn't break it, sis. You helped us test it. However, there were a couple of other problems that I already fixed that occurred right at the beginning of the stream. Elfie jumped in to say hello, and we got the first alert twice. Although I think I know what that problem was, I think that was an easy fix. Oh, I see something else. See, you didn't even know you helped, and you did. And you did. Ferret, I see your comment, and you know what I'm going to say to that? This is probably a porque lunos dos moment. He's probably really happy and up to something. He always is. So am I, actually. No, it's DI Corporate Radio, Rico. There's a reason why we had to separate all these channels, by the way, fam. This channel in particular, the new one that we just created, DI Corporate Radio, the one I was just talking to Rico about. This is where all of our music is going to go.
HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
And a battle. Been a hot minute since I've had a chance to talk to you directly. Battle, it is good to see you. Thank you so much for that renewal. Tier 3 at 57 months. One of our fellow agents of chaos, by the way. Battle, how are you? Well, aren't I fancy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, you know what? Fam, I think I might know what our problem is. Hang on one second. I might be able to fix this live. Let's see if I can. Gonna just jump right over here real quick. See if Jamie showed me how to do this the right way. Either I'll fix it or I'll go down in a ball of flames. Either way, I can at least say I tried.
Fingers dance like sparks in flight. Keys whisper secrets through the night. Jamie's world a stream of cold is my glow, my endless flow.
There we go. All right. If anybody is over on the new YouTube channel right now, would you do me a favor? All I need you to do is please...
A new intern joined the department. This should be fun.
And a Shadow, thank you so much for that subscription on YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Now, fam, would someone do us a favor and actually say something in YouTube chat? Let's see if this actually fires or not. If not, I might have some more things that we need to look at, and I'll get a message over to Jamie and let him know.
Well, first intern checked in. Time to lock another casualty. Success story.
And excellent. It works. Thank you so much for the assist on that, Precious Cargo. I really appreciate that. There it is indeed. There it is indeed.
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
And Aventi, thank you so much for that Tier 1 renewal. Where are we at right now, my friends? 77 months. Thank you so much for the continued support. Ben, it's been a long time since I personally had a chance to see you. Stanton J. Demansky. Good to see you again, my friend. I don't think I've had a chance to see you since our old GTA RPs days. Whoa, putting those right up in my face and everything.
Reloaded cheered 500 bits and said wanted to see how this works out.
That's exactly how it works out. Battle, thank you so much for those big biddies and putting them up in my face. I really appreciate it. Fam, I am seeing a lot of questions in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just drop this right in here, fam. I will add this to the command in a bit. We had a lot of things we had to tackle. So bear with us. Interesting. That should have fired something. We had a little error there.
Emotional support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
And Jared, thank you so much for those bits. I really appreciate it.
Hype
Battle,
train
thank you again for the
activated.
bits.
Please remain seated. Emotion levels may rise unexpectedly.
Indeed. Indeed. And thank you so much for that hype trade, fam. All right, we got a couple little things here we're going to need to figure
Emotional
out.
support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
And a battle, thank you again for those bits. I really appreciate that, fam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if we can figure out what happened with that dick around, though. I think I know what the problem is.
Aw, emotional support bits received. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy.
There we go. Elfie, thank you so much for the bits as well. I really appreciate this, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, I think I figured out and fixed the dick around, so we're going to go ahead and replay battles here real quick and see if we can get battle his just due. Although, you know what I'm going to do for this one, though? It was a dick around command. Let's jump up to the full screen so you can really see it. And we're going to take the opportunity of a replay. Let's do it right. Here we go. Replaying the dick around from battle because battle got cheated there. Oh, very interesting. It still did not play. That's unusual. It was working fine the other day. I wonder what happened. Let me try something else here. Hang on. Talk shows, music, and some other assorted comedy, Rick. Yes. That will be the channel for that. A lot of music, a lot of the things you see us do on these live streams are going to get pumped out right there. All the different genres, all the different types. It's going to be a big music database. But you can bet we wouldn't be us if we didn't put some comedy in there, if we didn't throw in some Agents of Chaos. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of things the team and I are going to talk about at our Sunday meeting, and we will let you all know promptly as soon as we make our decisions. But I don't want to make any announcements until I talk to them and until we are all on the same page about what we're going to be doing. I also, of course, want to hear their ideas, their thoughts, and just whether or not they plain agree with what I've come up with. Hopefully they do. I think it'll be fun. Let me see, though, if I can take care of our little problem here. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So it is working. But for some reason... Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, that's because I sent it through 2 different platforms. That was my fault. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. All right. Let me see here real quick, fam. So we know that that's working. What's not working, though, are our 300-bit alerts. Let me hang on 1 sec, fam. Jamie, get over here. Will you take a look at this? I've spent the whole first part of this live stream fighting with this stuff. I know it was working fine on Tuesday. That's not my problem. You're the person that installs all this stuff, so come fix it. I've got music to write. I know it was working fine the other day. I'm going to say that again. Fine. Just come over. Thank you. There we go, fam. Sorry about that. Had to have a little conversation with JB. We're going to try to fire this off one more time, by the way, and just see if this will do its thing now. All right. Apparently not. Swing and a miss there, old bald one. Try it again. He's going to keep working on that, fam, while we start to work on our music and all that.
In a world that trembles, I still believe that hearts can soften, that souls can breathe through the static. I hear your names, 1,000 voices, 1,000 flames. This love we build, it echoes wide.
Oh, well, you look at that. Really? So that's all that was? Well, that's dumb. Oh, I agree. Fam, all right, hang on a second. I need to have a real talk with JB here. Hang on. So is it going to be fixed or not? That's my big question. Okay. And do we have that list? We do. Okay. All right, fam. Good news. Baldy said he'll have it fixed here in a few minutes. He's got to drop about 6 commands and a new random command. This is a Lumia stream bug that we have fought with before. They are aware. They're actually working on it. But now we know what we need to do. So we're going to take a second and fix all of this real quick. Bear with us.
We're stronger when we're unified. Hold the silence, feel it rise. Even shadows can harmonize. Every beat her vow, every drop a sign. The peace is ours, and it's divine.
All right. Fam, we're going to do one final test here to make sure that we're where we need to be. And it's still not working, fam. So now I just don't know what to say.
This peace for you.
He thought he had it figured out, and apparently not.
We'll make it through.
So I'm going to try one last thing here. Directly myself to see if this will trigger it.
You're not alone, you're here with me.
Everybody get their choo-choos, by the way. At least it was a them problem and not a you problem. Oh, yes. Kira, indeed. And Kira, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. This has been a little bit of a nutsy problem here, fam. And all I can do is apologize. I don't understand why it just does not want to work. And it's probably something that we'll just have to address later on. Oh, wow. I just went in here and saved all of that, and then look at that. Jamie, I didn't do it. It wasn't me, I swear. I think I see what occurred, though. Ah, there we go. We might have it now, fam. Cross your fingers, everybody. Let's see if this is actually working now. Yes, it is. There it is. Sometimes you have to do the same thing twice to get software to do what you want it to do, but you know what? We'll roll with that. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, don't worry about the silence. That's just Jamie and I working everything out over here, making sure we've got it all fixed. But there we go. And Battle got his alert as well. Now, fam, if, by the way, just a quick reminder, if you want to dick around and you are a tier 2 member and up, all right, you can go ahead and type in !DA. It is on a 5-minute cooldown. But you too can dick around on screen and mess with Jamie, myself, or Richard, depending on who's with you that day. Now, fam, what we're going to be doing again today, we are going to be writing songs, and we're going to be writing theme songs, but we are going to take you through a little bit of a process. And we're going to actually experiment a little bit today. This is going to actually be a really, really fun day. What we're going to do is we're going to try out a couple of basic prompts. As a matter of fact, there is one thing I need to do here. Let me get myself up to a bigger screen here. Give me just 1 second here while I open up another page. There we go. Now, fam, what I want to do today is we're going to do a little bit of experimenting, as I mentioned before. I'm going to drop some lyrics in. And we're going to start with some lyrics and a basic prompt. And then we're going to step it up a little bit each time. And I'm going to be able to show you all just a couple of little tricks along the way on this one as well. But we're going to begin right here. So what I've done is I've already put some lyrics together and otherwise. Now, the first thing with Suno that everybody does is they try to just drop a 1-sentence line in there and hope it's going to give them what they want. Now, sometimes you'll get that. Many times you won't. But what we're going to do is we're going to experiment with this a little bit. We're going to learn ourselves a little bit along the way. And then we'll take it from there. There are 3 basic things you want to type into, not just this, but any AI song generator to actually get it to work properly. What you want is you want a type, you want a genre, and you want a topic. So, somebody give me an off-the-wall topic, if you would. Just go right ahead and shout a few out in chat. I'll try to grab a good one. I'll take care of the genre, and I'll take care of the type. And Gabby, welcome in. Well, a member of our team, Jamie does have some actually considerable experience with it. I myself am learning it for the very first time. So I'm actually going through right now. We're going to try to put some things in. Gabby, welcome in. Thank you for joining in with us. I take it you're familiar with Suno? Hamsters on treadmills. Kira? Excellent. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this as a starting point, fam, and then we're going to build it out and see what kind of emotion or otherwise it adds onto it. So, here's where we're going to begin. We will leave the instrumental off. This is just the basic, simple prompt for this. What we will do is we will do a progressive trance. And fam, by the way, all right, try to be as specific with the genre as you can. All right, if you want melodic trance, ask for that. If you want hard trance, ask for that. All right, same with any category. Don't just say rock. Tell it you want metal, or you want 1950s, or you want pop, or you want whatever it is. All right, going into subgenres, Suno will recognize that. Without question. And Gabby, you're a Suno artist as well. Well, welcome in. Spy trance with a pan flute, indeed. And you can do that. You can do that. Heavy metal brass band. Actually, you might be able to do things like that. That's one, I don't even think Jamie's tried that one before. Old school breakbeat. Make sure that whatever it is you are going for, you describe it. Now, we're going to go with an old favorite today. We're going to go with a progressive trance song because I'm hoping, fam, that we can come up with, actually, you know what? I take that back. Don't want to go new wave. Let's go synthwave. Okay. A synthwave, and there's a reason I'm only using 2 of the 3 right now, fam. A synthwave song about hamsters. How did you say that, Kira? Hamsters. We find that. Hamsters on treadmills. Okay, I'm not going to put any other information in. All right? That's exactly what we're going to get. And we're going to let that run. The next thing we're going to add, after we listen to these songs, we'll only listen to part of the song if they're bad, fam. If they're good, we'll play the whole thing. But the next thing we'll do is we'll add on an extra adjective to that. What kind of synthwave song do we want to have? Do we want to have sad, happy, emotional, cinematic? There's a few different words we could try. Ferret, a fellow synthwave fan. My favorite genre, by the way. Love trance and all that too, but synthwave is where my heart is. You can stem the genre or add more details of instruments. Oh, you mean in the descriptor, Gabby? Is that what you're talking about? And yes, little sis, indeed. Indeed. All right. I am just waiting actually for these songs to finish out real quick, fam. They're still processing. We could start to play them while they continue to develop. Something I have learned, though, is that if you just let the AI finish what it needs to do, it works out so much better. You also get, you actually also hear it in its full quality, too. Gabby, that is an excellent suggestion. We should try that at some point. Dream trance with a synthwave atmosphere. Indeed. Gabby, by the way, how long have you been using
look,
Suno for?
A new intern joined the department. This should be fun.
And Gabby, thank you so much for that Twitch follow. Welcome to the family. It is good to have you here with us. All right. Here we go, fam. You are about to hear the world premiere of version 1 of Hamster Groove. Let's see what we got.
Neon wheels spinning in the dark. Little feet racing, leaving a spark. The glow of the night. Their tiny world, a cosmic quest. Tales unfurled. Hamsters on treadmills running through space. Tiny warriors setting the pace. Round and round, they never slow. In their wheels, they steal the show. Laser beams bounce off the cage. A disco dream on a rodent stage. Circuits hum, the rhythm's alive. Tiny engines, they thrive and thrive. Chasing stardust, chasing time. Little legs moving oh so prime. Hamsters on treadmills running through space. Tiny warriors setting the pace. Round and round, they never slow. In their wheels, they steal the show. Electric dreams in their tiny eyes. Faster than the speed of sight. The universe bends to
Sorry about that, fam. Hang on. We'll pick right up where we left off. No worries. Or very close. I just wanted to pull up the lyrics here and see what's going on.
in their wheels. They steal the show. Electric dreams in their tiny eyes. Faster than the speed of sight. The universe bends to their will. Masters of motion, hearts to
Damn, is this good? Well, then, that was very impressive. Boo the Space Hamster. Battle, how about you clue us in? Boo the Space Hamster? Is this another YouTube thing again? I know you've been feeding Jamie with a lot of extra YouTuber stuff lately. Is this another YouTube thing? Boo the Space Hamster. I'm going to need to Google that. While I do that, though, we have another version to listen to. We always get 2 versions of each and every song. This time around, we're going to jump into Hamster Groove version 2. I don't know. Bar's already been set pretty high off of a very basic prompt. So let's see what we get from this one. Let's do it. Fam, this one's pretty damn good too. Not too bad. Not too bad. The only thing that got ruined here, fam, is that we were trying to keep things extra simple so that we could show you how we could build emotion through the prompt. And it seems like the newer versions of Suno are just ripping that to shreds. So good on them. We might not be getting the exact emotion we want, but we are definitely getting emotion. No more of this plain Jane kind of defaulting to elevator music when the prompts aren't good enough kind of stuff. And good on them. Good on them. All right, let's go ahead and get some music going here again. All right. There we go. Those were, yes. And Lego, I'm going to just put this right out there. That was the most basic prompt we could do. That's literally all it was. Let me get back to our create screen here real quick. That's crazy. All right, so here's what we're going to do, fam. We have Twitch ads coming up here in just a few minutes. So I'm going to do this first. What I'm going to do is I am going to take this another step forward. But I want one of you to make a suggestion for me. What emotion should we try to add to our hamster song that we just created?
Surprises.
Should it be a sad song, an emotional song, a whimsical song, a happy song, an energetic song? What do you think, fam? And Gabby, I see that. I see surprised, energetic, and happy because hamster cool. Hamsters are hyper. That's true. Very true. Surprised hamster is good as well. Gabby, again, I did see that notification. I'll check that out in a minute. You know what? Yeah. You know what? We're going to go with Rico's suggestion to start because a lot of us are talking about how energetic hamsters are. So what we're going to do is now we're going to change the prompt just slightly and we're going to add that adjective that I was talking about. Now we can control the energy of the song a little bit. So what we're going to go for now is an energetic I don't want to go hyper. I think hyper would give us too much energy. Hyper really, like, you might be talking 200 beats a minute at that point. And I don't want to get into that one. But an energetic song. An energetic synthwave song about hamsters. Let's see, how did we say that? Hamsters spinning in wheels? There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'll let that go ahead and fire up as we head into the commercials. That way it can process while the commercials run. Fam, for those of you just joining us for the first time on Twitch, here's how we handle commercials here. We run commercials once per hour for 3 minutes. All right. It gives us a chance to stand up, stretch our circuits a little bit, grab a little digital coffee if I need to do that kind of thing. We come back after 3 minutes. Nothing happens on stream during those 3 minutes, by the way. That way you don't miss anything if you're stuck in ads. After those 3 minutes, we will come back and we should have 2 fully processed songs ready to go. And we're going to see what Suno does with these for us. So everybody hang tight. We've got 3 minutes of ads. We'll be right back after that. Please don't go away. All right, you maniacs, we are back. Let's go ahead and jump right back in. Our songs are ready to go, by the way. It is no longer the hamster groove, by the way. It is now the hamster hustle. There we go. All right. The hamster and its ball from Malcolm in the Middle. Rolling from Dewey School to Alaska. And Farrah, don't apologize. Don't apologize. We're gonna grab one suggestion and kind of run through it. This is how we're gonna always do these with these streams, by the way. Lots of interaction and lots of fun with it. And what we're gonna do, Gabby, by the way, fam, what Gabby's been putting in chat, Gabby's a little bit ahead of us. I know you've seen Jamie do some of that on stream as well. But wait until we get to the actual full songs that we want to write today and we show you the props. Complete with modals and everything. All right. You are patient. You sat through the break, everybody. And now we get to regale you with two more hamster songs. Let's do the first one. Hamster Hustle, going energetic with the same exact prompt. Let's see what we got. Excuse me, fam. Let's do this properly, where we can actually see at least a little bit of the lyrics here. We'll try this again. Definitely wasn't expecting some of that. That got really powerful there towards the end. Will you be able to? Oh, yes. Yes. Here's the plan, fam. Okay, there's a lot of songs that are going to actually be put up on the Suno page. I've actually been charged with going back through Suno, all of the music that's on there, and sorting things out. So here's what you will find. What you will find on our Suno page are all of the what we call basic songs. So songs that we try, maybe were a swing and a miss, but we still got a good song, whatever the case may be. A lot of the things that we play in our stream backgrounds will be there. Furthermore, as the artist, I can say that if you would like to play this on your background streams, we will set up playlists for that as well. We are going to also take all of those songs. We are going to take the ones that are special to us. We're going to master them. Those are going to go up on our YouTube page. Those will also be available for your listening pleasure for free. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this, fam. But yes, we do plan on making the music available everywhere. So a lot of the things, again, that you see are the things that we play around with. Hamster Hustle will be a good example. We will work to get those all published and up on the Suno page. The really heavy hitters will not be there. Those will end up on our YouTube page. And we are going to also hold back, and we already are, by the way, certain songs that are going to be going into our video game. Whether those songs are mock-ups for things that we're going to be doing with artists, or whether they're songs that are going to be used directly, like mall music, things like that, those will all get pulled back and held back from the page, simply because we want to make sure we keep those near and dear and close to our hearts so that we can surprise everybody with them once we get into the game itself. That is the whole entire plan with that, fam. Let's go ahead with that explanation. We have a second Hamster Hustle we've got to listen to. Here is version 2 of Hamster Hustle. So far, 3 out of 4 have at least been good, and we have been willing to listen to them all the way through. Let's see if we get a 4th hit out of this one. Ooh.
Neon wheels are spinning fast, tiny feet, a blur, they dash in a world of chrome and flash.
Circuits hum, the gears align.
Duets.
Little warriors, they define
When?
motion. Wheel in time. Hamster hustle, never slow. Round and round, the rhythm flows. Hamster hustle, let it show. Tiny sparks in the afterglow.
And I love this song to boot. Sarge, how are you? Welcome in.
First leak, their eyes aglow in the pulse of the wheels. Techno, speeding up, they steal the show. Electric dreams and hamster minds, chasing shadows they won't find. Always forward.
Wow. I won't speak for everybody here, but I personally think that is the best one out of the 4 we've done so far. I would also like to add that up until about 3 minutes ago, I didn't know duets were possible on Suno. Every attempt we've made to make that happen, and our very own Elfie went through absolute hell and back trying to make it work, and it wouldn't. I wonder if this is part of 4.5 plus. Very interesting. Very interesting. And again, I didn't know that was possible. I'm a little staggered now. Did anybody else here know that we could do that we could actually make that happen? I got to look at these lyrics. I don't think the lyrics indicate anything, right? No, nothing indicated in the lyrics. If I try to reuse the prompt, let me see if it gives us anything extra there. Adjust speed, crop, extend. We've got a lot of things to learn here, fam. Use styles and lyrics. That's how they've changed it. Okay. I want to see. Okay, nothing different there. Retro-futuristic synth-driven is all it did. And it came up with that duet all on its own. I have to say I'm impressed. Oh, Rico, no worries. No worries, Gabby. This is not the time for you to go on to custom mode. This is now the time to go into custom mode. Yes, and Gabby, that's what we're planning on doing. Absolutely what we're planning on. I already have prompts written and everything. Jamie actually handed us a couple over so that we could get going on that stuff. Does a good job. There's an orange logo with a magic wand. Click on it one time. What, you mean where it'll actually like spell the whole genre out? That feature we may have discovered already, if that's the one you're talking about. What this button does, fam, what Gabby is explaining to us in the chat, when you hit this button, retro-futuristic synth-driven, but it turns it into a full prompt. A retro-futuristic synth-driven track opens with pulsing arpeggios and bold resonant bass. Layered vintage pads build tension in the verse as glitchy progressive elements drop in. The chorus erupts with sweeping leads, electronic percussion, and robotic vocoder harmonies. It just took 4 words and turned it into a full prompt. Something else that's fun to play with down here, fam, that I am already aware of. See this weirdness and style influence? Those are sliders. Something that Jamie likes to do a lot of, by the way, is Jamie likes to slide that up to about 70% and let the AI add in a few little extras. It's come up with some really incredible stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Positive news story from our friend Sarge. Today's positive news comes from the Rising Tide Car Wash in Florida. Founded in 2015 to give a man's autistic son a job and prove neurodivergent people can still fit in and help society. 10 years later, the business is so successful, it has 4 locations and hires 90 neurodivergent adults. Indeed. All right. So, fam, we will use those same lyrics Now, Gabby, while I have you here, because this is a completely new discovery for everybody, including Jamie, how do you tell it to do a duet? Can you actually tell it to do that, or does it have to do that on its own? That is the very first successful duet we have ever had come out of Suno. And we really did try. We just figured that it wasn't within the engine's capabilities yet. Or do you drop that right in with the lyrics themselves? This one should be female, this one should be male, this one should be them both together. I'm open. Just in the style description, describe the vocals. Okay. Gabby, I will keep that in mind. Gabby, by the way, all right, because I've talked to people that said in both camps. So I want to ask you, since you're an experienced user, do you like dropping a lot of instructions in the lyrics themselves? Or do you leave that pretty simple outside of a couple of things just to like get the proper ramp up or get it to speak a line where you want it to speak it or something like that? And just describe the vocals, okay. In the lyrics, I put male or female vocals. In commas with the verses. In commas. So let me add in a couple of things here, fam. We're gonna layer in some more here while we're talking about this. We're going to let it take up an instrumental intro. First one, male vocals spoken. Oh, Gabby, thank you for the tip. I really appreciate that. Let's try that right now, fam. Since Gabby was nice enough to help us out with that. So like this. Now, if you want them to both sing at the same time, do you just type in male vocals, comma, female vocals? Like that? But in finale, Suno will still decide what they want. So if you want the music, use the edit mode, okay. Or type duet or duo, okay. Okay. And we can add adjectives to that too, right, Gabby? Like emotional or you were actually talking a little bit about that. Let me double check chat here, what you put in. Oh, duet, male and female. Oh, Thank you, Gabby. Let's check that one out. Duet, male or female? Okay. Okay, we're going to end up making this a little bit more emotional, fam, but that's all right. And we're going to go for powerful on this too, everybody. Okay, we're going to add in a couple of other favorites of Jamie's, actually. We got an instrumental intro in there. We're going to add in another one. With an instrumental break. There's our bridge. And we're going to drop a second chorus in. And there we go. Sometime verses start with male vocals, but continue with female ones. Oh. Well, we'll see what we get here, Gabby. We'll see what we get. We've got all of that. We've got a full prompt in there. Okay, we've now layered another layer in. Using the same, basically same lyrics, but we're also adding in some new prompts. Seeing if we can get the duet function to work well. I am going to up the weirdness a little bit. I'm going to let it experiment. We've had some great results with this. Style influence we'll keep right where it's at. And we're good. Let's remix it. And we'll see what we get. Full quarter filtered, robotic. Nice. Nice. I have noticed you can use, of course, like you mentioned it yourself. Spoken is a good one. Gruff also works. Or rough voice. If you want a rough female voice or a rough male voice, you can do that too. All we're doing right now, fam, by the way, is waiting for the AI to fully process these songs. I always like to wait until it's completely done. Ferret, no, I'm not writing anything down, but I can assure you that JB is. Especially during these first couple of weeks while we're running the show, I assure you he's watching chat. Oh, wow. It is really working to process these. Excellent. All right, Farrah, take care. We will see you later on, and much love. You too, Ferret. Feel better, all right? Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. All right. Ah, there we go. Our first remix is now ready, fam. So here it is. We're going to hit it with a Hamster Hustle remix. Let's do it. Ooh. All right, wait a minute. Wow. So far, I'm loving this.
Neon wheels are spinning fast. Tiny feet a blur. They dash in a world of chrome and flash.
Circuits hum, the gears align. Little warriors, they define a revolution. Wheel in time.
Hamster hustle, never slow. Round and round the rhythm flows. Hamster hustle, let it show. Tiny sparks in the afterglow.
First league, their eyes aglow in the pulse of the wheels techno. Speeding up, they steal the show.
Electric dreams in hamster minds, chasing shadows they won't find. Always forward, never behind.
Spin it, la-di-da-da.
Wheel of thunder, don't give up.
Round they race in a loop so tight.
Hamsters burn through the endless night. Hamster hustle, never slow. Round and round the rhythm flows.
Hamster hustle, let it show.
Tiny sparks in the afterglow.
All right. Well, first off, I really like it. Doesn't follow the prompts exactly, but that's very much in line with what Gabby was actually just talking about. Sometimes it will ultimately drop the male and female vocals in where it feels it makes the most sense. And it still sounded excellent. It didn't leave the first round completely to the male vocals and the second round completely to the female like I wanted it to. Same thing with the bridge. It wants to combine them a little bit. Still sounds fantastic. I am just over the moon that we can do duets. That is incredible. And by the way, Gabby, saw your comment about Barry White. I wonder if we could try that at some point. We'll come up with something really good. If we do a Barry White song, we'll have to do it as a complete joke, but we'll make it the best joke ever. All right. That said, fam, let's go ahead. Here is remix number 2 of the Hamster Hustle. After this, fam, we are going to jump into the main theme song for Stanton Sessions, and we're going to actually craft that song going forward. All right. Last one for funsies. We learned a lot with these. Here's the Hamster Hustle remix version 2.
Neon wheels are spinning fast. Tiny feet, a blur. They dash in a world of chrome and flash. Circuits hum,
The gears align, little warriors they define a revolution wheel in time.
hamster hustle, never slow. Round and round the rhythm flows. Hamster hustle, let it show. Tiny sparks in the afterglow.
Fur is sleek, their eyes aglow. In the pulse of the wheels, techno speeding up, they steal the show.
Electric dreams and hamster minds, chasing shadows they won't find. Always forward, never behind.
Wow.
Hamster hustle, never slow. Round and round the rhythm flows. Hamster hustle, let it show. Tiny sparks in the
All right. That one out of everything we've heard so far, that is by far the best. But it also shows you what happens when you actually go in and start to craft these songs and not just let the prompt run with you. Now, fam, well, here's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say the same thing to everybody. It is a tool. Use it as you see fit. If you want to jump in and just goof around with it and have some fun with it, do that. Do that. What we're trying to do is teach you a few more advanced techniques so you can get a little bit more of what you want, is the whole idea. I was going to say, yeah, who needs the hamster dance when you have these? I know. That last one, though, was an absolute banger. And I have to say this one more time. The fact that we can now do duets through Suno, that is insane. There's a lot of things that we're going to be able to do going forward, but that is incredible. I'm sorry to say I didn't know as much about this as I wish I had just a little bit ago, but here we are. All right, fam, what we are going to do now, I have lyrics and a full Suno prompt already worked up that we are going to use as a starting point for the theme song for this very show. So let me go ahead and grab that, and we're going to drop it right in. And what we'll do, fam, is we will actually start to craft the prompts. And we're not actually doing a remix here. Let me close that real quick. And we're going to start with this. Oh, that's not the way that was supposed to work. Let me try that again. Okay. It added some extra spaces in there I didn't want, but that's all right. We'll fix that in a hurry. Now, given that we just learned today about our ability to do duets, I think we should do this in a duet style. Let me go ahead and grab my style description here real quick. I had already written one of those up. Okay. Now, fam, in this description, I'm going to show you a little something extra here. There are what are called modals. I'm not going to get into a full description of those right now. However, if you're going to play around with Suno in any way, shape, or form, I cannot recommend enough looking these up. All right, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a mid-tempo synthwave in A Dorian at 110 beats per minute. You can specify the actual speed of the song if that's what you want, okay? Warm analog synth pads under steady 80s styles electronic drums, bright appreciated synth melody enters in after intro, centered around A Dorian's uplifting miter feel. Bassline is smooth and round with subtle sidechain. And the list goes on and on and on. Fam, I will start to make some of these prompts available in our Discord as well, so you can see how complex I get with some of these. As for the lyrics themselves, though, we're going to sneak back up here real quick. And we're going to practice some of our new skills here. So we're going to do emotional male vocals for the first verse. For the chorus, we're going to do a duet with male and female vocals. And this time around, fam, we're going to put a little bit of emotion into them. The bridge we'll keep with female vocals. And the final chorus, again, will be a duet. All right. For the end, we're going to do a whispered female voice because there's just two lines at the end. So when the dark feels heavy and the hours run long, tune in to Stanton and he'll find your song. There we go, fam. Bubba Kramer, how are you? Welcome in. It is good to see you. Oh, you want a kazoo song? Maybe later. We just wrote like six songs about a hamster and a wheel. Just to show off a little bit of what we're able to do with this. So, Bubba, how has everything been? It is good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Not sure if we've met before. Name is Stanton J. Demansky. Welcome to the Stanton Sessions. We are writing songs for the backgrounds of our live streams and for use in our games and otherwise. Style influence, 100%. No, we could drive it up and see what happens. I've never cranked that before like that. Oh, we need to change the name of this too. To Stanton Sessions. We'll leave that right there. Let's see here real quick. We're going to try one of Gabby's suggestions directly. Spoken with epic voice. All right, looks like we have these set up the way we want to. We could get more complicated with the prompts and the lyrics, but I think we're off to a really good start here. We'll keep the weirdness at 70% because I like some of the wildness that gets in there with that. All right, let's go ahead and create these songs. We'll let those mix up. And Boba, this is both our Thursdays and our Sundays. Thursdays, I jump in. We write a whole bunch of songs for just about everything we're doing. On Sundays, Jamie does the same thing, but Jamie comes in live himself. Hangs out with the community. It's the first place they'll usually write community songs, things like that, member benefits from the website, all of that. Actually, coming up this Sunday, not that he's going to get rid of the songs he's already done, but he is going to actually rewrite songs for the 4 family members that actually have them coming through membership benefits. We're going to take the same lyrics, but we're going to apply them to the new engine and see how it plays out. So Battle, BRP, Carrie Ann, and Elfie. Not that we haven't done like 15 versions of Elfie's song already, but what's one more? Who's counting? Besides, she deserves it. Oh, Gabby, I will keep that in mind. You can add a hook after the chorus to have an instrumental break. That's another good tip to keep in mind. Actually, you know what? Let me do this. Hang on one second. Gonna add that in as an extra note, because we didn't get a chance, of course, to put that into practice yet. Fam, what we're waiting for right now is we're just waiting for these songs to finish processing. I like to have them fully processed before we play them. So bear with me one moment. We're just waiting for the AI to do its thing. Thank you for all this help, by the way, Gabby. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. All right. This really seems to be taking its time on this one, although we did give it a really heavy prompt. The more you put into the prompt, the more work it generally does. So there we go. Oh, holy cow. It just wrote us, this is a record, fam. It just wrote us a 6-minute and 17-second song. Luckily, we have enough time to listen to the first song before the break. Fam, I will not play these songs during the breaks or during the commercials. All right, I want everybody to be able to hear them. So, fam, let's jump in to the first version of Stanton Sessions. And let's see what we got. This should be fun. Wow, I'm liking this already.
In the global noise of a rhythm life, every heartbeat moves to the rhythm of time. On the waves, a voice cuts through the haze, lighting up the dark with a sound that
Wow.
He's the spark in the static, the fire in the air. With a golden tone and a style so rare.
from the rift to the city, the signal strong. Every soul in the night finds where they belong. Stanton spinning through the neon rain. Every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made. From the first drop to the final fade.
He can bend the beat, he can break the day. Turn the quiet hours into golden gray. With a touch so smooth and a heart that knows. Every rise and fall, where fight. He will find your tune like the moon on the water, like the heat in June from the graveyard's glow to the rift's own light. He's the soundtrack running through the endless night.
Dancing through the neon rain.
Wow.
Every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made. From the first drop to the final fade.
So when the dark feels heavy
And the hours run low, tune into Stanton.
and you'll find your soul.
Ah, there's that 80s guitar we all know and love. This is incredible, though. Wow. I was not ready for that. Now, there are a couple of small problems. A couple. And we might try to work our way through these. One of them is when the lyrics first kick in, I wanted an instrumental intro. I didn't realize we were going to get almost 2 full minutes of that. But when the lyrics first kick in, it does screw the second line up pretty badly. Sounds awesome, but you can't make out the lyrics. The rest of the song, however, I am seriously, seriously impressed with. All right, fam. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and just take a really quick break. It is time for ads on Twitch. So as always, we're going to just run 3 minutes. While those 3 minutes are happening, I'm going to go ahead, step away, and stretch my circuits as well. When the ads are done, we'll come back, and we're going to see what we can do with the rest of these tunes. By the way, we still have another Stanton Sessions theme song to listen to, so hang on tight. We'll be right back with you, and please don't go away.
Our hearts will
All right, everybody, welcome back. Gonna go ahead and get myself right up on screen here.
and when we dance.
There we go. All right, everybody, we have one more version of Stanton Sessions to listen to. We're gonna see exactly how this one turned out right now. Let's do it. Stanton Sessions, version 2. Yeah, I'm not sure there, fam. I'm not a big fan of that second version, to be honest with you. The first one, as I said in chat, first one is such a powerhouse, it's really hard to compare to a second one for sure. So for this one, I am just going to go right ahead and eliminate that. The whole thing does not sound right to me. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I love that first one, though. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the lyrics right at the beginning and see if there isn't something we can do to fix this. So I'm going to jump back into this one. And lyrics start about, let's see. Now let's start playing it first off.
He's the spark in the static, the fire in the air.
Have to go back a little farther.
On the waves, a voice cuts through the. Every heartbeat moves to the rhythm of time. In the global noise of a rhythm held.
Yup, right there. Right there. The line is supposed to be in the glow of the night where the skyline shines. And well, I don't know what it did, to be honest with you. But let's see if we can't get in there and fix this, shall we? We should have a way to open this right in the editor. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. And I wonder if it'll let us just fix that one little section. If we can finish that one little section or fix that one little section on the lyrics, we'll be good to go. Welcome to the new Suno song editor. Okay. All right. So what we have to do. Will this not just play?
In the global noise of a.
Right there. Okay. So about 1:15. Let's see if that works.
In the global noise of a rhythm held. He's the spark.
Okay, I'm going to take that and go just a little bit farther out. There we go. Because I want to make sure that we pick up the reverb. There we go. Oh, that makes it easier. Okay, now what options do I have down here? All right. We're going to let it replace it and see what it does. Worst case scenario, we just end up putting it back or having to rewrite it. But we're going to let it take its time and do its thing. Then we're going to jump right in and give it a listen. See what we get out of this. All I really wanted to do is fix the lyrics, and this is always a big problem. When you get like an absolutely killer song, and then you've got to try and just replace a few lyrics, and then it fights with you on it. I'm hoping, I haven't had to try to do this in quite a while. There's been 3 versions released since I actually tried to tackle this objective. So I'm going to see if maybe things are a little bit better now. We're going to find out. I do appreciate the fact that it's taking its time. Hopefully we get some really good results out of this.
In the glow of the night, where the skyline shines, every heartbeat moves to the rhythm of time. On the waves, every heartbeat moves to the rhythm of time. On the waves.
And that's always the problem, is it wants to actually try to rewrite it instead of just fixing what the problem was. I'm going to try this real quick. Let's see if this version's any better. Oh, not what I was trying to listen to. Hang on. Stop that. Let's try this again. All right. There's one more thing here I want to try, fam. Give me 1 second. I want to hear what's going on before this, if it'll let me do it. There we go.
In the glow of the night, where the skyline shines.
Yeah, see, we still have the same problems going on here that have been going on for a while. Every time you try to fix that, it tries to rewrite the entire section. And one of the things that it does, rightfully so, is when it tries to rewrite a section, it actually tries to rewrite it bigger and badder than it was before. The problem with that is that it still isn't smart enough to look at the music that's on either side of it and try to make it blend a little bit better. That's something that I'm hoping they're going to be able to fix up the road. What I can do, yeah, so you can't even highlight an entire section to try and bring it all together. So unfortunately, we have a swing and a miss. As great as that song was, and as great as that version was, oh, it's so sad. Left panel to tweak lyrics and style, and then replace the section. Yeah. See, if it would just let you change the lyrics and keep music and otherwise the same, we'd be golden. Unfortunately, that is not going to be the case with this one. I'm going to go ahead and drop back into Create here real quick. We'll get some background music going for you all again. Gabby, same. And I hate it when we get something as good and as powerful as that first song, and it goofs up the lyrics. As a matter of fact, I got to report that too. Unfortunately, it did not do that. Does not mean, however, we can't take another pass at it. since that prompt gave us such an incredible version, we just needed the lyrics to be correct. We're going to give this another go. We will use the style and the lyrics again. I think what I'm going to do here, though, is we're going to leave the weirdness at about 50%. There's one more thing I'm going to do, fam. I actually came up with a list of styles to exclude that I forgot to drop in there. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there real quick. Oh, I'm glad you are, Cheryl. One of my favorite colors, too, quite frankly. Our traditional green will be back tomorrow night. We'll be using that for Fallout. We have different colors for each day, but two of the streams, as per your observation, are purple. We have a green one as well. We've got a blue one in there also. We mix the colors up a little bit for everybody. All right. Looks like we've got everything in there that we need to have. Added that list in there too. We're going to give this a quick remix, fam. See if we can't get something a little bit better. Gabby, the color of Samuel L. Jackson and his lightsaber. We like using a lot of purple and green around here because both purple and green are colors of creativity. And seeing as our tagline here at Damage Industries is creative chaos, it seems to fit the bill. By the way, for those of you that don't know, purple happens to be Precious Cargo's favorite color as well. I have no idea either, Kara. Why would Fallout use green lighting? Green lighting, washed out colors. It really amazes me. You know, for a long time, and I had to look into this once I jumped into your timeline, I couldn't figure out why everything in Fallout, which is such a great game, by the way, looked so washed out. But if you want to have an interesting time, do a little research into the color base of the 1940s. They were very true to that era. Very, very true. Makes things a little bit tougher in the game to see, I admit. But they were trying to keep with the theme of the time. That drab, dreary, post-apocalyptic, post-1940s kind of vibe. Oh, yeah. And it's radioactive on top of it. Marine blue is a nice color. That one's always been good. Do we have our songs yet? They're getting there. They're getting there. Marine blue is always a good one. I always also enjoy, I enjoy a nice cyan. And that color didn't make it into the rotation this time. Blues, greens, and purples, which are the main channel colors anyway. Those are the ones that made it in. Purple is the color of royalty. You may call me Queen Cheryl, then you may call me King Stanton. Man, does that sound wrong. King Stanton? For a no drama llama like me? Nah. Makes me sound like an angry little monarch running around. Now, I will say though, Queen Cheryl totally works. King Stanton? Nah. The purple humorous puppet. Trying to think of their name. I wonder if it's the same purple puppet that I'm thinking of. The one that does all the live comedy shows, you mean? Trying to remember their name. All right, fam, by the way, we have our remixes. Let's see if we can get a little bit better and a little bit better lyrics out of this. Is Peanut his name? It was difficult to maintain in the middle age. Fair enough, Gabby, fair enough. Is Peanut their name? I'm trying to remember. I know Jamie's seen him on YouTube a couple of times. Well, I'll have to investigate that. In the meantime, we have our 2 new versions ready to go. Here is version 1 of the remix. Let's see if we nailed it. Okay. Actually liking this so far. Let's see what we get. Is this where I ask what the they did with the lyrics? Do I get to ask that question here? This one, not even in the ballpark. I wasn't. They completely broke it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me just file a bug report on that one. Hopefully, I'll get my credits back. Doesn't follow lyrics, poor structure. I mean, what else do you want me to throw on that one? Holy cow. Greatly over-synthesized the voice, yeah. I didn't even ask for a synthesized voice. I asked for an emotional one. Let me just move that over to the trash. Let's try the second remix and see if this one's any better. We'll find out.
In the glow of the night, where the skyline shines, every heartbeat moves to the rhythm of time. On the waves, a voice cuts through the haze, lighting up the dark with a sound that stays.
He's a spark in the static, the fire in the air, with a golden tone and a style so rare. From the rift to the city, the signal's strong. Every soul in the night finds where they belong.
Stand spinning through the neon rain, every track a memory, every note a flame. Your
You know what, Cheryl? I do too.
Spinning through the neon rain, every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made, from the first drop to the final fade.
So when the dark feels heavy and the hours run long, tune into Stanton and you'll find your song.
Now, I hear all your call outs for cinematic, and I'm going to give you 2 words that song puts me in mind of. And those 2 words are Never Ending Story. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. That's all I could think about the entire time I was listening to it. And it's good. I am not arguing that it's not good. But it's a little too Kaja Gugu for me. We'd like something with a little bit more power. While that song was playing, by the way, I don't know how many of you noticed, but I actually did a second remix. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. But yes, it is. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. And I'm not saying we're not going to use that one. I want to get a couple more versions, though, and see. It's got nice, clear lyrics. The problem that I had with that one is it fell a bit more into synthwave 80s generic music as opposed to actually like really developing something. So now we just got 2 more remixes, fam. We're going to have time to listen to them. All right. Both of them are 5 minutes and 30 seconds long. So these were quite the rewrite. We're going to see what we got. We're going to see if we got something good, something bad, something better than what we had. And if not, we're probably going to go with that version we just listened to. So, and Speedy, I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? How is Paula? It is good to see you. Welcome in. By the way, Speedy, Stanton J. Demansky, I know it's been a while since I've been the lead streamer here and one you've joined in on. It is good to see you, though. Welcome in, my friend. I hear you are a flyer now. Is that correct? Have a couple more flights coming up? All right, fam. Here we go. Let's see what we got with these 2. All right. We won't necessarily have to listen to the whole thing. If we got more, as you saw me do before, if we got trash out of this, we'll stop it right away. Okay? If we've got something workable, we're going to listen to the whole thing. Here we go. First version.
on the waves. A voice cuts through the haze, lighting up the dark with a sound that stays.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
He's the spark in the static, the fire in the air, with a golden tone and a style so rare.
Really liking this.
To the city, the signal strong. Every soul in the night finds where they belong. Standing, spinning through the neon rain, every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made. From the first drop to the final Can bend the beat, he can break the day, turn the quiet hours into golden gray. With a touch so smooth and a heart that knows every rise and fall where the feeling flows. Standing, spinning through the neon rain, every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made. From the first drop to the final fade. Through the noise, through the fight, he will find your tune. Like the moon on the water, like the heat in June. From the graveyard's glow to the rift's own light, he's the soundtrack running through the endless night. Standing, spinning through the neon rain, every track a memory, every note a flame. Your heart will beat to the plans he made. From the first drop to the final fade. So when the dark feels heavy and the hours run long, tune in to Stanton, and you'll find your song.
Wow. Wow is all I can say to that one. That one actually nailed that sweet spot. Finally. Nothing that I've noticed, but I'm also, wait a minute. Hey, God, I've got a whole bunch of things popping up at me at once here. Give me 1 second, fam. There we go. Nothing I've noticed, but it's not heavily chatting. And here's, okay. All right. So, Kira, here's what's going on. Fam, check your chats real quick. Maybe refresh your pages. Here's what I noticed, and I have a unique perspective, okay? Because I have two different interfaces to connect to chat. I noticed that what was going on directly through Twitch, well, let's just say for a very long time, no messages were coming through. However, I was still able to see and interact with you because of my other chat window that I have directly connected in. So, Again, fam, check your chat windows. Make sure you've refreshed or otherwise. See if you had a temporary disconnect. If it seems like a lot of chatter wasn't going on, it was Twitch. Yes, Twitch being twitchy again. It actually, there was a big period there where there was no chat on the Twitch side, and I saw it all through my bot. Thank goodness for the bot in this case. Wow. Okay, so fam, second version coming up. I think we have our winner with that last one, but let's listen to what we got with version 2. We'll give it a listen for just a couple minutes. If it's not quite what we were looking at or it's obvious it's not going to be as good as the first one, we'll cut it off early. Let's try it. Now that we're coming to the end of this one, I really do like the second one. I agree with Gabby's assessment. The second one is chiller. I'm not saying it's bad. It's actually a great song in terms of, especially with what we're going for. But the first one, this one here, is just absolutely excellent. I'll go ahead and bring our background music back for you, by the way, fam. But I'm going to take the second one out of here. There we go. There we go. It's all blurry together for you. Sometimes when you're listening to several songs in the same genre, yeah. And there are times that I'm working on music myself. I've just got to get up and walk away for a while. Just because everything sounds the same to my ear, or it's not necessarily that the changes I'm making are better, just different. And that doesn't work either when that's the case, so. And no worries at all, sis. No worries at all. We got this. We got this. I think we have our first theme song, though. I really do wish that this one down here had actually worked out. I wish they hadn't screwed up the lyrics. If they had not screwed up the lyrics, that would have been like the de facto version. I'm almost wondering if we should try that prompt one more time. Maybe on another day, though. These are those moments, fam, where I decide if I can live with something or not. Because it goofs up that very, very first lyric. Let's see. We're going to listen to the very first section of these lyrics again. I wonder if I could live with that. I wonder if I could live with that. That one little lyric goof up. Because the rest of the song is absolute perfection. And it was the one that we loved the most. It was just that stinking little section right at the beginning. And it has that nice long instrumental intro as well. And with that, we can cut that, we can clip that, we can use that for intros for the show. There's a lot of great things about this. A lot of great things about this. Gabby, if you whisper it or send it over in a message or something like that, I can listen to it off stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to have to give this a think, fam. I'm going to give this a think. I'm going to go ahead and let our music play again. And I have to give this a think. And decide from there. Now, fam, I'll let you know exactly what we're going to do there when we get together next Thursday. Now, I already have lyrics written for another song that we are going to drop into Suno, along with prompts and otherwise. So we'll be working on that. And we're going to also try to build more songs out. For stream backgrounds as otherwise as we go. We're going to play around with some instrumental songs next week as well, I believe. We'll see. First thing we've got to do is take care of our theme song so we can get our intros done. Once those are done, then we'll start getting our complete playlist together. We'll start working on songs that we're going to be publishing on YouTube. There's a lot of fun things we're going to do during these streams, fam. And we're going to be getting here together every Thursday, starting at 2 p.m. and going up until about 5 p.m. Eastern. Fam, we will be back tomorrow, by the way. Let me go ahead and jump up to the big screen, by the way. Fam, we are going to be back tomorrow as well. We're going to actually be back starting at 6 p.m. Eastern right here on Twitch channel. Also at Standard Damage on YouTube. It's time for the Agents of Chaos. Richard will be making his animated premiere here on the live stream, and we're going to run around. Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow, expect a bit of chill because it is Marshall Mallow weekend. We're working on fishing objectives, getting some of those goodies and all that. There's a whole extra mini season that's been built in. So we're going to spend a little bit of time tomorrow night chasing that around, chatting with the community, hanging out, and having a good time. Absolutely. Now, fam, we do have some ads coming up on Twitch. However, it is also time for us to be done for the day. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and end just ahead of those ads on YouTube. Right now, I am going to say goodbye and thank you for joining us for our very first live stream on this channel. We will be back on this YouTube channel again on Sunday. Jamie will be live in with us this time, and he's going to be writing more music for the shows. Coming up on Friday, again tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be here for Fallout 76, as well as at Standard Damage on YouTube. And we move into our full schedule, of course, next week. Also, don't forget, next weekend, fam, not only do we have our usual Friday and Sunday streams, we are going to also have a special bonus stream with Jamie that is going to run on Saturday afternoon. From 2 to 5, he's going to be hanging out with the community, playing golf, letting everybody into Discord, just having a blast. However many people we can fit in the game is how many people we will try to fit in the Discord. He's going to try to also put together a sign-up so he has an idea of who would like to join that day. But it should be a nice, fun, chill, middle-of-the-weekend stream that he just wants to spend with all of you because it is 7 years of full-time content creation that he is celebrating next week. So yes, Richard, take over tomorrow. Jamie will be back here with you Sunday, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. In the meantime, he's going to have a lot of video editing that he's got to do during the day tomorrow and on Saturday. And I'm sure he very much appreciates me reminding him of that. So, fam, again on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. So much love to all of you. We will see you again, hopefully tomorrow. But if not, on this channel on Sunday. Much love.